Did my guy just come in there just to get stabbed up, beat everybody up, and leave? I hate his face. I'm sorry. That actor, I'm sure, is a lovely person, but he's doing a really good job of irritating the absolute crap out of me. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Moving. We're now on to episode 10, which is called The Monster. So the last episode was still focused on Bong-seok's parents, Miyeon and doo-sik. We got to see that they continue to do their mission to try to, well, basically they lied to Mr. Min and said that their mission was still continuing so they could continue to get to know each other. And then we kind of found out the real reason that Mr. Min put them together. He basically wanted to create an anchor that would, an anchor for doo-sik so that if he gave him a mission that was hard, or if doo-sik ever decided he was done with the organization, he basically said, especially with the nature of doo-sik's ability, he could literally disappear and never come back. He wanted something that was going to anchor doo-sik to Korea and have him coming back, but also something that he could have leverage over doo-sik on so that he couldn't leave. So we kind of found out that that was the main reason for him getting them together. And the reason that he thought the two of them would work is because he already knew that doo-sik had some type of affinity for Miyeon because they had worked together on a mission. He was saying that these two are both people who don't want to hurt other people. He called them humanists. And so that's why he felt like they would get along, and he was right. He gambled and he was right. So basically they got together, but then we saw at the end that doo-sik actually ended up disappearing after doing a mission that he was supposed to in North Korea. And Min got really worried because apparently I think he thought he was going to come back to their organization if they couldn't find him, and basically pin this whole thing on him. So they sent out a whole manhunt and started watching Miyeon because they knew that if he came back, he most likely would try to get to Miyeon at some point. And that's exactly what happened. Apparently he was gone for at least a few months, but then he showed up one day literally on Miyeon's balcony, and he just, said like, I couldn't stay away situation. So he looks like he let himself get taken because he had to know from his vantage point, there's no way he couldn't have seen that they were watching her apartment. But I think he just risked it. And again, I'm not sure why he didn't just take her and leave. But the last thing we saw, it looked like he was being taken, which means, yes, he's going to go back to the organization, and who knows what Min will do with him, because like I said, he's definitely looking for a scapegoat. So that is how we ended the episode, with doo-sik being taken. I'm not sure if we're going to continue to find out what happens here, but I'm looking at the thumbnail, and for episode 10, it looks like we're looking at Hisu's dad. So I guess we're going into his story now, which I'm really for, because I'd like to know more about him, because we've seen very little of him outside of that last episode where he beat the ever-living out of Frank. So I'm ready to jump into the episode, but just before I do, a reminder that I do a lot of different reactions here in this channel, and if you would like to support me on this channel and this journey and any of the other ones that I do, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as a notification bell. And if you have love for this video, please show it by giving me some likes and some comments below. I love it so much when you guys engage with me, and it helps a girl out a lot. I appreciate it a lot. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the episode right about now. Wait, what? He just bitch slapped that man. What? Monster boss? Wow, we got hatchets? What are we in? Some 70s anime? Sir, I would watch where I'm swinging that bat, for real. Okay, and what did that do? All I had was... It's pretty amazing. Is there such a thing? The easiest thing. People always call that to people things they don't understand. If I just hit a man with a bat and he smiled at me like that, I think I would just eject myself from life, because... What? Sir? What do you mean, excuse me? Did you hit him? That is very clever with the blood writing out the episode title. But ew. Wow, this man just be eating Cheetos and stuff. Okay. I'm giving props. At least he's not scared. He didn't stutter. Right? He's like, sir, I'm busy. Can you just do this? Oh my god, are you guys done insulting each other? You try. What? Wait, no, seriously, no. Okay, what? Sir, are you out of your mind? No, you need that. Oh, can he grow? Do you think he can grow his organs back? Okay, okay, you've made your point. You've made your point. Please don't pull out an organ, please. Please. If this mulleted jerk doesn't just sign the damn paper. Wait, that business contract is written in hand. That ain't legit. It's not. Like, you need an actual business contract? Did my guy just come in there just to get stabbed up, beat everybody up, and leave? What the hell? Oh. Oh. Damn. When you see someone literally stabbed in the back. It's not, oh. You'd have to be like my bestest of friends for me to risk getting your blood all up in my eye. I mean, he kind of was like that. I mean, no one's in here. I mean, y'all should be bowing. He took like how many knives for y'all? All right, well, seems like they're besties. It's very interesting. I'm wondering if he actually runs this gang or not, which would make sense. I mean, like I remember I said in that episode when he got with that, talking to that guy who was being rude about the chicken delivery, you know, like there's a whole demeanor change in him. Like this is, if he was a gangster, then that definitely explains why he could just get an air about him that made you second guess yourself. I can't believe this man took this long to call the damn police. You see someone laying like that and you're taking your time? That is the right response. Unfortunately, though, he can't go to the hospital. I promise you there is nothing a doctor can do for me right now. 3 No, that's 300. That's not very much money at all. But I guess there's not going to be there's only so much the man would have on hand. Really, bro? But I guess this is before people had Google Maps, which doesn't even work in Korea anyway. She was pretty. Motel Plus at the Holiday Inn. I'll never get used to doors that open outwards. I just feel like that's so unsafe. And I know that in most parts of Asia and a lot of European countries, that's the case. It just doesn't make sense to me. Doors should come in. Hulk. Jeez. That is a throwback. Hulk Hogan, Junkyard Dog, The Undertaker. The WWE was truly, and it was WWF back then, truly theatrical back then. What is this jerk doing back? What is Mullet Face doing here? I was about to say, your boss is looking pretty timid right now. Bro, you just defended him and he just embarrassed you and let this little punk laugh at you. What? Hello? Nah, fam, if he let someone do that to me and I'm trying to defend you, I'm smacking both their heads together. No, we're not talking. You embarrassed me, bro. Dragged him down there to beat everybody up, get how many knives in the back, and then you're gonna let this man laugh in my face? I'm bro. I'm like, can we just keep this down, bro? Like I thought we were having a meal. Wow. You really are in the wrong business then. Oh. Tell him about himself. And that's exactly 6 months later. Jeez. That's exactly what he should know. Like, that's what I would be like, listen, gang or not, I'm out. Because what are they going to do? Right? I would just leave. Because if your gang doesn't even have your back, isn't that like #1 rule of a gang is you're supposed to have your gang members back? Do you think if he had a month in advance, he would? Don't you think he'd give it to you if he had it? Really? He seemed pretty chill a minute ago. Dismissive. Hmm.
식사 맛있게 해서.
Yeah, something's up. He's definitely trying to get rid of you.
꺼져.
뭐?
That's right. She said kojo.
얘는 그러고 보니까 커피 팔러 와서 오빠 소리를 한번 안 하네.
오빠 같은 소리 하니. 오빠 소리 들으려면 네 여동생한테나 부탁해.
Ooh.
씨발.
Ooh. That's right.
장난하냐? 그러면 커피 한 잔에 10,000원이나 하겠냐?
Oh, you're such a man.
네 몸 만지는 값 아니야.
배달값이지 씨발로마.
That's right.
그리고 너 반말하지 마.
Exactly.
나 나이 먹을 만큼 먹었어.
Nerve of you.
내 새끼 놓치 먹던 밥그릇은 발로 안 찬다.
Period. Good for her. She didn't back down for a second. Sir, are you quite okay? So this is how this man is making rent? Jesus, get a trade.
그 요주변에 장막되는 모텔 여기밖에 없어.
Okay, then I'll leave and take my money.
네, 안 믿어.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
너는 왜 맨날 나한테 아줌마라고 하니?
Do I know you?
딴 애들은 이모 아니 언니라고 하는데.
Again, do I know you?
방울 안 섞였는데 언니.
Period. Exactly. I love her. She's sassy. I've done that. You know when you just like almost walk into somebody? That stuff will scare you to your bones, man.
말투가 좀 이상하지만 나 같은 사람한테 꼬박꼬박 존댓말 하는 것도 특이하고.
Someone like you. You're a person.
이런 데서 마주치는 나이 많은 아저씨들은 보통 다짜고짜 반말.
Yeah, well, they're dickheads. Clearly.
네, 안 맞습니다.
Thank you.
대대는.
Oh! Exactly. Goodbye. End of conversation. If I said that to you, you would have slapped me in my face. Rude. Interesting. Oh, see, and they weren't even bowing to you. See? You see how things have changed?
영광이네, 영광. 니와 여기서 정대로. 너 처먹고 싶나?
Dude, read the room. He really doesn't get it. And honestly, I was about to say, did he not realize that his old pack are not bowing to him anymore? Poor guy. He is not catching on. Yeah, you better choke. Yeah, your best friend too. I hate his face. I'm sorry. That actor, I'm sure, is a lovely person, but he's doing a really good job of irritating the absolute crap out of me. Condescending people is like my biggest trigger.
내 분명히 우리 형님이로
Oh my God, honey.
나처럼 부르지 말라 했는데.
Honey, there's clearly a hierarchy here.
자식 왕진아.
죄송합니다.
Yeah, see? Do you get it now?
형님도 저를 형님이라고 부르십니까?
Oh my God. Juwon.
내한테 형님 하고.
Oh, please say that you'd rather eat your own foot.
난 뭐 한다? 저 새끼가 보낸 쫄딱들한테 내 노상 갈망.
Exactly. Exactly.
니는 안 아프지 않아, 이씨.
Excuse me? So that's the reason why it doesn't matter? Okay. You needed to hear this, though. You needed to hear this so you understand this man does not give a damn about you. You should have figured that out when he embarrassed you in front of him the first time.
내한테 형님 하고 불러보라고.
The way I would rip that man's face off, literally. Ass. Jesus. This show and the transitions are really trying to kill me?
뭐야? 뺑소니? 뺑소니 개새끼야!
She just loved it. She just joined in.
아저씨 혹시
Yeah.
김씨예요?
He's not so great with them. I don't blame him, though. I've heard people have gone to Korea. Like, that is a real maze to get through if you don't know where you're going.
상곡 슈퍼 있는 사거리 나와요. 슈퍼 건너편에 삼령 아파트 보일 거예요. 삼령 아파트 옆으로 쭉 가면 자유시장이에요. 그 자유시장
You lost him at follow to the church. I can tell you that right now. Can you write it down? Because I wasn't, GPS was already kind of a thing, at least to an extent by the time I was like driving. So I just wonder how things used to go back in the day, because you'd have to use legit maps or milestones. Because I remember that, getting directions back in the day. People were like, you'll go here, you see this gas station. When you get to the gas station, turn right. When you get, down the street, you're going to see this, go left. Like, you'd have to go by landmarks because there was no way you could just check your phone. But Korea ain't set up like that. Like, I've heard it's just a lot of little alleyways. There's like stacked apartments. It's a very confusing place if you don't know where you're going or what you're doing. Oh, see, like, what is this? What is even this? I don't trust him. He was way too buddy-buddy with the new boss.
나도 한 젓가락 거들락했다.
Get up and leave, please. Leave these people. Exactly. Please. These people are not your friends, bro. They're not your friends. Go.
아, 유원아, 니 뭔 말수로 술 먹노? 암만 마셔도 안 취하네.
Oh, interesting.
술 좀 받는 것 같은데.
Wait.
뭐라카노?
This bastard drugged them, didn't he?
와,
I was wondering if he could even get drunk, because with his ability to heal, he would metabolize alcohol really quick too. Yeah, you hear that?
아닙니까?
He doesn't call him boss, and y'all don't understand. Something's wrong with him. I don't like him.
와 이러지?
Yeah. Do you see how he's not panicking? Oh my gosh, Juwon. I told you. These people are not your friend.
아이고야,
This dickhead.
깼네 깼어. 얘들아 진짜 괴물 맞네. 응?
Okay, if you're gonna do this, just do it quickly. I just don't want to hear any little smug speeches from you. I swear to God, I'm so tired of you talking. Come on, Juwon. You've got to be stronger than this. Like, I saw the way you were throwing around Frank. You can definitely break some handcuffs. But then he's, never mind, his drugs in his system. Nah, I don't think Boss is waking up, bro. Like, if they didn't expect you to ever wake up, that means he's probably never waking up. That's interesting, though. So he metabolized the drugs eventually. But I'm assuming there's still quite a bit in the system. Aww. Do not try to save this man. He would not do this for you. I promise you he would not do this for you.
그 내가 제안한 거 아니다. 그 형님.
Of course.
광식이가 내한테 제안. 아들은 광식이가 보내가 여와가 담가진 거고.
Yep. And you came in saying it was the other way. Your boss has been lying to you.
한번 보자. 그러면 그거를 누가 질렀을까? 민기.
Yep. Yeah, dude, you didn't get that? You have not picked up on the fact this man does not treat you the way he used to? And also,
칼로 쓰셔도 안 되고
see?
모사도 안 된다.
Yep.
니 제일로 잘 알고 있다.
Yeah, bro should have picked up when that man said you don't feel pain anyway, you're just a monster. That's a great shot, by the way. That is fantastic. Yeah, that should have let you know he doesn't even see you as a person, let alone friend. He doesn't even see you as a human, which I feel like he's got to be careful of with his ability. Any of these people with abilities, if they're going to be... No. Ugh. So gross. Okay, but seriously, respectfully, screw him. Bye. Let's go. Quickly now. Actually, he just has to hold his breath and it'll go to the top eventually. Would he drown, or is he like Wolverine where he would just keep like reviving and re-drowning? Because that would be horrible. Oh, this is the dream. So it was okay, that makes so much more sense. Because I was like, how is he having a nightmare about fish? Oh, did the fish save him?
여기서 뭐해요? 여태 여기서 길 헤매고 있는 거예요? 아니 아까 그게 언젠데?
My man told you he's bad with directions, yo.
다시 왜 그래요?
Aww. He's had a rough night. Oh, damn. And he is not just talking about getting back to the motel. Oh.
왜 이래 나쁜 사람이?
Don't say that. There's nothing wrong with crying as a grown man. That man is hurting. Poor guy. That sucks to feel like everybody that he cared about, to find out that none of them gave a damn about him. That hurts. Yup. 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 You better find them. You better find your direction today, because they all gotta go. All of them gotta go. Thank you. With the peanuts in your mouth. You died with the peanuts in your damn mouth. Don't spare him. Don't you dare spare him. Yeah, I'm sure you are sorry that you got caught. Don't you dare spare him. You need to take him out because this man was going to sit there and celebrate your death. He told them how to kill you. No, don't fall for it. This man will stab you in the back the next chance he gets. Don't you dare. The boss, that bullshit boss title. Thank you. You never meant it. That's right. Finish it. Finish it. I'm sorry, but finish it. Ooh. Oh, no, no, no. No, no. Oh, no. Now finish it. You're going to let him live. I feel like you're going to regret that. Just like you should have punched out that mullet weirdo the first time you saw him. See?
괴물이라며.
내 직접 확인해 봐야 되겠어.
So this is how he recruited him. Oh my gosh, this man. I'm telling you, first of all, men can suck it. I hate that man. But for real, like, why? And I feel bad because I should never advocate. Like, mercy is a beautiful quality and we should all extend it. But there are times you just got to you just got to put an end to the book. You need to end it. You need to just close the chapter because people like him are always going to be, if they turned on you like that, if not only did they turn on you, but he then told your enemy how to hurt you. Imagine if he'd had a family at that point, he probably would have sent them after them. Like, nah, you need to take care of people like that. You can't let them live. I'm understanding now why he had to do what he did with Frank. You can't trust people. You gotta end that stuff because what? That's insane. All right, guys. Well, that episode was called The Monster, and it was clearly talking about Juwon. His name is Juwon, Hisu's father. And we have a little background of what he was doing long before Hisu was born. And he was running with some pretty rough people, you know, gangster. And it makes sense, right? He said, I have a body that's too strong. So what do you do when you are basically unhurtable, unbreakable, unkillable? I mean, we know that's not really true, but, you know, for the most part, you have to remember in Korea, people are not walking around with the kind of firearms that they have in America. So it would take a lot to take a man like him down. And it makes sense. Like, if you have this ability, people are either going to use you or they're going to be scared of you, but probably a little of both, right? And we see that that's both of those things ended up happening. We see he was with this gang that was from his hometown and they were using him. They were using the fact that he was strong and that he couldn't be hurt and the fact that he inspired fear into people to continue to grow their territory until they eventually got to Ulsan. And then, of course, when they got to Ulsan, it was like small fish in a big pond. And, you know, he was able to get this temporary agreement signed up. But as soon as I saw that it was handwritten on a piece of paper, I'm like, this is not going to hold up. This is not going to work. But anyway, this is basically where the turning point happens. And his boss, I guess, whoever was helping him or running this gang in the beginning, went from wanting to take over to suddenly wanting to work with that worm of a man. And, you know, unfortunately, it looks like Juwon does not do well with reading social cues. Because I think if he'd picked up on the social cues, he would have noticed that just the people around him, the atmosphere around him had changed in the times that went on from when they first came and took over the club to when it finally got to the point where his boss had to spell it out for him in front of everyone that the situation had changed. And so it's sad that Juwon didn't see that, but I think he was also slightly blinded by his loyalty. Like, he is a fiercely loyal man, like a man who's going to let himself get hurt over and over again. Like, yes, like he knows he's going to heal from it, but it doesn't change the fact that it sucks, right? He said to his boss, like, I've taken so many stabbings for you. I've taken beatings. I've, you know, done so many things to protect you and to protect our boys because I thought that, you know, we're this family. Because he even said that to Minky. He's like, we're friends, right? We're family. So he was doing all of this, not for the money, but because he thought he had a sense of family and community. Because again, with his ability, he probably faced a lot of isolation because, like I said, people typically fear people who are like him, right? They don't usually want to accept him. They look at him as an anomaly. And especially in Korea, which is a country that very much encourages homogenous living and you know, not sticking out, someone like him would be super ostracized. So he thought he had found himself a family here, and to find out that, you know, again, he really wanted to believe that he had these people as his families, especially Minky and the boss. Like, he was like, these are my bros, these are my people. And so I think that's why he just didn't pick up on the fact that people were losing more and more respect for him, that he was getting less and less welcome at the club, that even Minky was starting to distance himself from him. So it's sad. And I mean, he was just trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but unfortunately, his inability to see that is what got him to where he was, to where he's still trying to fight for a cause that's no longer the cause that the people who brought him into this situation are fighting for. And so just very sad. And then I love how they juxtaposed that with him and who I'm assuming is eventually going to be Hisu's mom, the coffee girl, you know, basically saying how he's always getting lost and finding out that, like, he's been out here letting himself get hit by cars to make money because as a gangster, I guess the pay wasn't great, right? But just the fact that he's doing this and really how he said he's always just taken these easy routes, like, again, letting himself get used by this gang because it was easy. It was a way for him to use his body and use his ability, but also, you know, be accepted. So, but still, it really wasn't working for him. And as we saw, like, he discovered the hard way that his so-called friends didn't even view him as a person. They didn't care about his feelings. They didn't care about anything to do with him. They just wanted to use him. And when he was no longer useful, they were ready to get rid of him. So it sucks. And it was really sad to see him in the car when the guy, of course, that rat-faced, anyway, when he just sat there taunting him and telling him like, yeah, your friends never really cared about you, just digging in those knives before he pushed him into the water. But he needed that, because I feel like Juwon would never have fully believed just how bad it was until it got to that extent, which sucks. But he needed that. I think he needs that life lesson going forward to know that there's nothing wrong with being loyal. Like, he was not wrong to be loyal, but he's going to have to learn in the future that he needs to be better about not letting people use him like that and knowing who he can trust. And loyalty should only go to the extent that people are showing you equal loyalty, right? And his friends and his brothers were not showing him that loyalty. So it's still very sad for him though, because he had to feel very isolated after all that. And he obviously was hurt on a personal level that they did this to him. And yeah, just seeing that moment where he said to the girl, I can't find my way. I was like, oh my God, like that was such a, like, the juxtaposition of him actually being physically lost, but also like in his life feeling very lost in that moment was so real. And just crying, like, this man is not a monster. He's not a monster at all. He can do monstrous things, but we've seen in the way he treats Hisu, the way he is with her, the way like he felt about his friends, like there's nothing monstrous about that man. He's a big bleeding heart that just wants someone to take care of him and care about him, right? So yeah, anyway, super, super sad, but it's good to get this background so we understand more about Juwon, why he is the way he is. And again, just how he, like I said, how he puts on that persona, changes that air about him to go from that meek seeming person to like, don't mess with me. Because that man was literally a gangpe. Like, he was literally a gangster, okay? So yeah, good information on him, good understanding of him. This is clearly before he met doo-sik, as we saw in the agency, because they were working together already when we were introduced to them in the previous episodes. But this was 90, so this was before all of that. So yeah, I'm really hoping that maybe, because it did seem like him and doo-sik were close as partners. So I'm hoping that he was able to find like good friendship in there after losing his friends like this. And then of course, eventually he meets Hisu's mom. So it's good to know that it doesn't all turn out badly. But yeah, really good insight into Juwon and very interesting storytelling. And yeah, I liked it. Good episode. Enjoyed it a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love to this video and leave some comments below. And we will see you in the next episode.